Come on in, guys. Come on in. Let's do this. They are going insane. Come on in, guys. Let's rock. I have some special guests for you guys. What up? What up, guys? Come on in.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. It's a sick world. It's a sick world out here, guys. I hope you guys are taking your Panadol. How are you guys going? How are you guys feeling? I hope most of you guys are in good health. If you're not in good health, I would suggest that you work on that. I hope your family is doing okay. And I hope you guys are taking some time to really talk to the ones you love. So how are you guys going, man? How are you guys going? Last week I did have a podcast, so I don't think I was missing you guys for too long. But let me just shout out the guys in the chat. Today I supposed to have two guests. These two guests is from the State of Play podcast, and they are going to give their inputs on everything that would have occurred that has the entire PlayStation community going crazy. So as we are waiting on our guests, let's see if we could shout out the chat. Let me say shout out to John Bosch. What up, John? John is saying Xbox better, Xbox butter. Hey, K-Rock, what up, man? What's up, good J? I'm there, man. Phoenix Freestar, Island J, Xbox, assemble. What up, Phoenix? Professor Strong. We meet again, Professor Strong. The pain of the PlayStation community. Yes, today we have a little crash out for you guys. We have a crash out by MBG. You know he's one of our favorites. Richie, what up? What up, Richie? Island Girl Gaming. Says shout out to Island Girl Gaming. That's my wife there, man. Shout out Island Girl Gaming. Ease Up Gamers. What up? Anthony Bannett. What's up, Island J? Who am I missing? Boss Red is in the house. What's up, gamers? Let me see who again I'm missing. Struggle Boxing. What up, Struggle Boxing? Avgator 2000. What up? King Shadow. How are you going, King Shadow? Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me see, who am I missing again? King Shadow. Hey, Karen's Raisins Potato Salad. Hey, Karen, how you doing, man? It's been a while, Karen. You okay, man? I hope you and your family is doing all right. Guys, I find it very, very strange what is happening right now. It seems like everything Xbox does, the PlayStation community, they really, really, really hate it. So we know that Call of Duty was one of the biggest things out there. We know that. We know that really and truly, maybe just a handful of gamers had issues with Call of Duty. But for the most part, Call of Duty was, the game that everyone looked forward to. But ever since Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard, it seems that there is a hate all of a sudden for Call of Duty. Did you guys see the hate for Call of Duty? All of these guys are, for no apparent reason, just hating on Call of Duty. But it's very evident that they are hating on Call of Duty because it was acquired by Xbox, it was acquired by Microsoft. Look at this here. So as most of you all know, Battlefield, the test has been out. And Battlefield is basically destroying the charts. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers we are seeing here with Battlefield. This open beta, a lot of you all are playing it. A lot of persons, I have not touched it as yet, but I'm seeing that, a lot of persons play this style again. Hey, what up, Anonymous Boss? Anonymous Boss, what up? Hit that like button, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. So, Battlefield is having a good beta. No one could deny that, right? Their numbers are through the roof, and a lot of persons seem to be having a lot of fun with Battlefield. But for some reason, ponies are adopting Battlefield. For some reason, they are looking at Battlefield's player numbers, and it's a win for them. It's a win for them because right now Battlefield is on the Steam charts, and it's currently maybe number 1 or number 2, and it's above Call of Duty. So these ponies all of a sudden are saying, wow, Battlefield is destroying Call of Duty. Look at these guys. Look, we have Nib, the old Nibbler. And the old Nibbler here he put up a comparison. Wow, look at this. Battlefield 6 open beta is over 500,000, while Call of Duty is a meager 58,000 players. You see how sick these guys are? These guys are looking for a win so bad. This is what the Nibbler said. Battlefield 6 open beta has just beaten Call of Duty's stream all-time high peak concurrent player numbers. He have a googly eyes. Then he said over 500,000 players and still rising, and he put a fire. Now the reason why the Nibbler is so happy about this is because guess what? Battlefield is not owned by Microsoft. Let me just say shout out to Anonymous Boss. Thank you for that $2 holla. And Anonymous Boss is saying, this is a sickness. Food and water. Food and water. Thanks for that, boy, Anonymous Boss. Thanks for that. So yes, the old Nibbler is here comparing Battlefield with Call of Duty. Then after he posted another, let me see if I can get his other tweet, because he was very much adamant that we have to know that Battlefield is beating Call of Duty. So he made it an effort to put it out there. So let me see if I can get another tweet here from the old Nibbler. Yeah, look at here is the tweet here. Let me see if I can share this other tweet with you guys. So that was the first tweet that Nib put out. Now remember guys, that this guy is a staunch pony. He claims to be the best analyst. He's the best person who could use Chat GPT. But I mean, the old Nibbler here, he is really, really angry at Xbox. So he's looking for a win. Look at his next tweet here. This is his next tweet. You see what he said? He said, high amounts of cope in replies to this tweet. Battlefield 6 overtaking Call of Duty's all-time Steam peak. To clarify, Warzones included and free. Call of Duty's free open beta did worse. So here he's comparing the open beta both from Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty 6, right? And he's saying Call of Duty only did a measly 168k thousand concurrent players, right? He said that is nothing. Battlefield exclusivity was 2018 to 2022, right? BF6 also on EGS and EA app. So these ponies are out here right now capping for Battlefield. The reason why they are capping for Battlefield is because these guys how it name? These guys are so adamant that Microsoft has bought Call of Duty, so anything with Call of Duty, now they are saying it's bad. Let me say shout out to Mello. Mello, what up? I hope you're being safe there, man. Be safe, man. Keep your eye on the road, Mello. Keep your eye on the road. Listen to me, because if something is going to happen, all I would hear in the background is, "This is a sickness crash." I don't want that.
You better subscribe to Game Pass. No.
So drive safe, my brother. Drive safe. If it is you can talk while it is your eyes on the road, no problem.
I got you.
You do that. Hey, Noah, what up, man?
What's going on, man? How are you, bro?
I'm good, man. We have to talk about it, man. It's been a while since you guys visited. Now, guys, this is basically 2/3 of the state of gaming. This is Noah and, of course, Double O Mello. So these guys always have some insightful comments on what is going on in the gaming industry. And right now, Noah and Mello, we are talking about how all of a sudden the PlayStation fans, they are basically capping for Battlefield 6. I know that the reason they are doing it is because Call of Duty is owned by Microsoft. But first, give us your take on Battlefield. How is it? Is it a good game? Is it going good so far? How is it compared to Call of Duty? And why do you guys think the ponies now are looking for a win with Battlefield 6? Because if you look on the screen, you would see, well, not you, Mello, but Noah, if it is you look on the screen, you would see these guys are comparing Battlefield with Call of Duty. What's going on here, Noah? Tell me.
You know what it is, man. You know what it is. They know that Call of Duty represents Microsoft. And this is not me saying that Battlefield 6 is a bad game by any means. It's way better than 2042. Yeah. However, this game is good marketing for Black Ops 7. It's not it's not without its problems. Right. I feel like it needs more balancing. My plans, I don't plan on buying this day one. I'm gonna wait for a deep sale, but I will give it some. I will utilize my 10-hour free trial that comes with Game Pass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna utilize my Game Pass to to play the 10-hour trial. But Black Ops 7 is definitely, it's gonna mop the floor with this game, man. Like, well, and again, let's not be saying not me saying it's a bad game. It's just it's not Call of Duty.
Come on, guys, you heard him. It is not Call of Duty. But I mean, right now the ponies are adopting. They are basically adopted Battlefield 6. This is the Call of Duty killer. They are calling it. They said it will kill Call of Duty dead. Mello, what is your sentiments on all of this here, Mello?
Okay, I'm gonna try to keep it as PG as possible here, man.
Yes, thank you very much, blessings, man.
Blessings. let's keep it clear, man. Call of Duty Call of Duty got some work to do, man. Me and Noah was talking about this a little bit on the Discord, so I ain't gonna do too much on it. Right. Because Call of Duty is under the umbrella of Game Pass, but bro, it's levels to this. It's levels to this Battlefields, man. It's levels to it, and Call of Duty just ain't it, bro. They out here chasing behind Fortnite, trying to find their identity. They lost out here. But when it comes to these PlayStation fanboys, they got a grasp for something, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm,
clear as
mm-hmm.
day. When Call of Duty was on their platform with choice and doing the exclusive packages, they was Call of Duty was life. Now all of a sudden they gone. They lost their ball headed
Preach,
stepchild, and now they just grasping for straws for whatever they can at this point. And it's pretty bad. It's pretty
So,
sad when you think about it.
preach,
so
bro.
let me ask you
Preach,
this,
bro.
Mello.
Preach.
Let me ask you this. Is it
Hmm.
that it is the team base that is putting uh, Battlefield 6 over Call of Duty? Is it that team base having the friends around, being able to accomplish a mission? What is right now the catch? Because right now there's a 500,000 people on Battlefield 6. What is
Oh,
the catch right now that
the
everyone is
catch
going
is
at?
this. The catch is this with it. Like, and this is just my honest opinion about it. I played both of them extensively for the most part. Call of Duty is more so for the pickups, the amateurs, the one that just want to get off of work and
Mm,
just shoot around and do team death matches and
yeah,
stuff like that. Whereas with Battlefield, we talking about destructible environments, anything can
right,
change in the game.
right,
Large conquest vehicles, you can actually destroy a
yeah,
car
yeah.
with a tank compared to Call of Duty, where you hit a car and it just stopped the tank. I've never seen that a day in my life. But
Right, right, right.
it, the only thing right now that called the Battlefield is missing is their bullet drop, what they're known for. With certain their guns and weapons, they got bullet drop. They need to bring that back. But once they do the custom hoods and the servers, it's a done deal. It's night and day, bro. It's night and
Yeah,
day.
yeah. But you know what? The competition is good for Call of Duty. You see, you can't remain the king for forever. You need to see the competition, see what they are doing, and be better than the competition. So this,
Pastor, that's the problem though.
yeah.
Black Ops isn't Call of Duty competition.
Mm, all
Call of
right, all
Duty
right.
competition is Fortnite.
Okay, okay. All right.
When they start worrying about Nicki Minaj physics in the game, yeah, we ain't the same,
Right.
bro.
Right. So, well, you guys heard it here. You see, Mello was very balanced. Mello was honest. Mello is saying here what? Right now, Battlefield it's playing good. It's looking good. And Call of Duty needs to do their work. But just as what Noah said, he believed that Black Ops 7 is going to shut down the dance. You guys better stop drink milk because guess what? Everything is coming out, man. Everything will be flying out when that Call of Duty 7 drops. So, I mean, this is what the pony community is doing now for the entire week. They were getting their legs beat in. So they decided to grasp on and hold on to Battlefield with their life. Wow, something is actually beating something that belongs to Xbox. So that is the first topic, guys. Guys in the chat, tell me what you guys think about
When you
Battlefield. Tell me what you guys think about Call of Duty. Who is leading for you guys? Let me just say shout
when you
out
really
to
think about it,
Anonymous
though,
Boss. Go ahead.
okay. Oh no, I'm just saying when you really think about it, I mean, as an Xbox gamer, if you're subscribed to Game Pass,
Yeah,
and this can apply to PC too, you're really winning. You get Game Pass day one, you get the
Mm-hmm.
10-hour trial to Battlefield 6 and a discount off rip. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
yeah,
you're winning either way. And like Mello said, I mean, they're two different styles of games.
yeah,
I mean, even though they compete because they're like war-based
Shooters,
shooters,
yeah.
yeah.
but I mean, either way you look at it, as a Game Pass subscriber, you're not losing either
No,
way.
you're not losing. No, either way. Yeah, correct. Let me just say shout out to Anonymous Boss for that $2 holla. Anonymous Boss said they are making us pay for food and water. You know they are making us pay for everything, man.
Thank you. You're making us pay for water, you son of a...
Yeah. My bad.
You're making us pay for grapes,
I'm trying to pause,
Everything.
man.
apples,
I ain't know it's picking it up.
Apples.
things that God gave us for free.
Yeah, buddy. Everything you have to pay for, man.
You will burn in hell when I'm through with you. You will not be allowed in my Father's house
At all.
at all.
Thank you.
You're
Hey, shout out to you, Anonymous Boss. Hey, Pilum, yo, Pilum, shout out to you, man. Pilum say, stop everything and play that theme song. You know I had to get a theme song, right, guys? Listen to this. Come on, guys. It's a little too early for this, man. Come on. Xbox team. Let's get it. And let's do it.
I go on and on.
Woo! Copyright, man. Guys, it's too early, man. I can't start sweat yet, man. Hey, shout out to you, boy P-Love, man. Shout out to you, boy P-Love. So, guys, that was the first topic, right? Now, there's some bad news, or there's some projected bad news by the PlayStation community. Everyone in the PlayStation ecosystem, in the pony community, they are saying that Xbox has killed another game. Do you know what I'm talking about, guys? No, guys, I did not give these guys the topics beforehand. So I'm just going to throw this here on them, man. I'm just going to throw this here on Noah. I'm just going to throw it here on
you talk about Contraband?
Let me read this. Let me read this article here for you, because this is what the ponies are saying. They are saying right now Microsoft kills another game, and as you rightfully say, it's Contraband. Hear what it says. It says Xbox cancels Avalanche Studios Contraband following recent round of layoffs. Yet another Xbox game studio project has been cancelled. So as you guys know, I believe when it had the rounds of layoffs, they would have cancelled Everwild. They would have also cancelled was it Everwild and some other game? And
Fable. Well, not Fable. I'm sorry. Perfect Dark, right? So Perfect Dark,
Everwild, and now Contraband is cancelled, right? And all the ponies are making a hubbub about this, right? Let me say shout out to the Brodos. And he is saying, the Brodos, he is saying, let me just get his thing here. He is saying, throw some wheelchairs in that chat for P-Lump. P-Lump, you in a wheelchair, man? Shout out to you, man. You're still doing your stuff, man. They are saying Contraband is cancelled. Now, hear what the story say, guys. And maybe I can have your input on it after. Weeks following the round of mass layoffs, Xbox is now cancelling Contraband, the game being developed by Avalanche Studios. Recently, Jason Schreier from Bloomberg reported that Xbox is cancelling this project from Avalanche Studios, the developers of the Just Cause series. Soon after, the update was shared on Avalanche Studios' website, confirming that the game has indeed been cancelled. There's a short statement from the studio mentions that active development on the game has stopped, and now they will evaluate the project's future. As such, you can interpret this as meaning that the game's development may restart sometime in the future, though that's probably not going to be the case. Let me see what else they say here. In case you are unfamiliar, if you have forgotten, Contraband was revealed by Xbox back in E3 2021, right? And it goes on to just talk about, maybe what style of game it is and so forth. But I remember this trailer very distinctly. This was they had a nice, although no gameplay was shown, it basically promised, this type of concept of smuggling contraband, maybe through states and so forth, team-based and so forth, right? But what are your thoughts on this? So this is 3 games, guys. So Xbox is dead. The world is coming to an end. 3 games cancelled. What are your thoughts on this?
You want me to start off?
Yeah, go ahead, Noah.
So I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm gonna be completely honest, transparent.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to see. I can't say I was excited because I don't know what Contraband is, but I was looking forward to see what Contraband, what it was about. But to say I'm disappointed to never know what it was. But I can't miss something I never had. So
all right.
I
You're
can't.
a poet,
My
man.
feelings.
You're a poet.
My feelings are about Contraband. Like I wish I could see it. However, I'm gonna be fair, right?
Yeah,
I'm not biased, bro. Like I can
yeah,
be objective. I do have
yeah.
a. I'm not biased, right? I have a preference.
Hmm.
I'm not biased. Um, Perfect. The fact that you can hear Perfect Dark get canceled
Yeah,
is a disappointment. It's a huge
yeah.
disappointment to me.
That was for me too, man. You see, Perfect Dark. I
I
have some
was,
fun memories of Perfect Dark, man. That one was
yeah,
yeah, that one hurt.
I was looking forward to that, man. The
Yeah,
gameplay,
yeah,
I mean, vertical slice or not, it looked exciting. It looked like something that I would have really enjoyed. I
yeah,
love Eidos and Crystal Dynamics. I
yeah,
like the way they make their games. But to hear that council hurt me. But Contraband, I mean, it's not a Microsoft developed game. It's they were publishing it. Obviously, I feel like Microsoft. If you know they showed this game out in 2021 and
yeah,
haven't gotten to a point in development where we could see something,
yeah. Something
uh,
wrong there.
the game the game needs. I don't say it needs to be canceled, but Microsoft needs to pull away. Someone else needs to fund this game.
Yeah,
Microsoft
yeah,
could put that money towards something in Game
yeah,
Pass or something better. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
you know that those are my thoughts. Like,
Well said, Noah. Well said, Mello. Mello, you there? So I believe, yeah, Mello left.
he might
Mello, you,
he might
hello?
he might have
It's best on
he
mute.
might have he might have stepped away for a moment.
Yeah, let me mute Mello. So let me just say that Contraband was one of the games that was shown in 2021. I mean, a lot of persons, just like what Noah said, was excited for it. But I believe that if it doesn't make sense, cancel it because we don't want another Redfall situation. We don't want another
Concord.
Redfall situation. Oh, no, we don't want. Of course, we don't want a Concord situation. Concord is gone, right? We don't want
Right.
another Concord situation at all. So yes, Microsoft is doing what they need to do. It's sad that all the hard work would have gone down the drain and they had to start over, or it's cancelled altogether. But on the brighter side of things, we have to remember to know that given that these 3 games has been cancelled, notice what was said by Microsoft, right? Microsoft Gaming Studio head Matt Boothby says that overall portfolio strategy is unchanged, with more than 40 games in production. So it's not to say that we are lacking when it comes to first-party content. According to Microsoft, there are a lot of games coming to Xbox in the near future. We know of some already, but there are 40 games in development. Now, what are these 40 games? We don't know, but we are eating good. We are eating good. Very sorry for Contraband, for Everwild, and for Perfect Dark. But the Xbox community, or anyone who is on the Xbox platform, they won't be lacking with these games. And that's a fact. Yeah?
Hey, I appreciate you sharing that because I missed that quote from Matt Booty. So
Yeah.
over 40 games in development.
Come on,
That's
man.
crazy.
No, man. That's nuts.
Crazy.
That's
Explains
nuts.
a lot. Explains a
Yeah.
lot too.
It explains a lot. That's a lot of games. Mello, could you unmute yourself? I don't know if you could. I muted you, but I don't know if I don't know why it's not allowing me to unmute you. Unmute mic. So I guess you have to can't unmute the guest because okay. So Mello, you could unmute when you're ready. So yeah. So we are seeing Contraband cancelled. Another loss for Microsoft gaming, first party gaming, but it's not to say that we are without games. We have 40 games in development. Now, on the hindsight of things, now I would have said this on my podcast not too long ago, but could you remember, Mello, or rather Noah, could you remember when Phil Spencer said that there is no conceivable chance that Starfield would be 11 out of 10 and persons decide to sell their PlayStation, buy an Xbox to play Starfield? You remember that statement, Noah?
Yeah, I remember that.
Right.
I get what you're saying. So he was saying pretty much that games don't sell consoles anymore. It's people have
Well,
their platform of choice. It's
yes,
no matter how great Starfield is,
yes,
it's not gonna it might sell a few consoles, right? Some people might say, yeah, I gotta get this game to play Starfield, but
yes,
it's very the number is very small. It's not
yes.
even substantial.
Let me say shout out to Bronze. Shout out to So Hazard. What up, So Hazard? Mass Production. What up, Mass Production? Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, me saying that in hindsight, you'll remember when a lot of the gaming analysts, a lot of gamers said Phil Spencer was absolutely wrong. All you need to do is develop great games and persons will come to your console. Well,
Hmm.
just recently, Phil Spencer's statement basically came true because we saw Forza Horizon topping the PlayStation charts. And a matter of fact, a report came
Yep.
out saying that Forza Horizon sold 3 million copies in just about what, a month or so, yeah, beating
Yeah.
Astro and so forth. Now that says a lot. That means Noah that it had 3 million gamers who wanted to play Forza but didn't buy an Xbox.
Right.
Yeah. So that means
Yeah.
the statement that Phil Spencer said was true. Persons, no matter how good a game is, they are not going to sell their platform to buy another platform to just to play one game or two, because they would have their history, they would have all their games that they would have downloaded in the past, all their achievements. They are not going to give up that ecosystem just like that because of a great game. Yeah.
Right.
Now,
Right.
the reason why
It's
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
oh no, I'm just saying it's just like Android and iPhone. I mean those it's hard to get somebody to switch over
Yeah.
when they're in one ecosystem versus another. You might get a handful that do, but man, people are set in their ways. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
People choose a platform and lay their hat there.
That's right.
So,
That's right. And the reason why I said that Noah is because there has been a lot of discussion in the past few weeks with both Microsoft and PlayStation. We are seeing that PlayStation is making a drastic change from what they used to do. Don't matter
mhm.
how much these ponies want to say that nothing has changed, this is a clear change for Sony. That's a fact, right? So
Yep.
it all began with the announcement of Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox. What is your feelings about that?
Helldivers 2. Oh, man, I already got it pre-ordered. I already got it pre-ordered. Hey yo, I support the movement, bro. Hey, look. Haruki Toroki,
Come on, man.
I'm his greatest fan.
So Toki is doing things that these ponies they don't like. So for the first time, you would have seen a game that is actually published by Sony is coming over to Xbox, and these ponies are losing their minds, right? But
Yes, they are.
not only that, they are trying to be, since that came out, Noah, they are denying everything that would have avalanched since then. So right after the announcement of Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox, we also saw the job listing. Now, based on, I know you and me could read, Noah. Yes, we had comprehension in school. When you read that job listing, Noah, what did you understand by it? No, tell me if it is I'm wrong, right? Did you understand? Did you understand from that job listing that here what they're just going to hire this guy to port 2 games, there's 2 live service games, and then he'll be fired? What is the purpose of paying someone $250,000 a year? Tell me what you thought about that.
Let me explain it to you like this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep it really simple.
Yeah.
I'm not only gonna include the job posting. I'm gonna include the financial reporting and the fireside chat, the things that they said. Right.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of will what are some of the keywords I heard? Will, uh, uh, a lot of speak as if we're gonna do things that we're not doing currently, right? And what
Right.
we know that PlayStation is doing currently is putting games on PC. We know that they already have put games on Nintendo. So when
Yeah.
you speak in a sense of this is what we plan to do,
Yeah.
or we're making a change or a shift in strategy, that means you plan to do something that you're currently not doing.
Come
And what is
on. It's
PlayStation
English. It's
currently
English.
not doing?
Come on.
They're not putting their games on Xbox at this moment, but your
Mm,
financial officer just told you we plan on doing something different.
yeah. Yeah.
You don't pay a guy $300,000, whatever they say the salary is, to do
Exactly.
something that's already being done. Like we don't need to pay this guy to put
Right.
games on Xbox that's already there. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying?
Correct.
He's they paying this man to bring games from the PlayStation platform to other platforms, including Xbox,
Yes.
and to make
That's
sure
what
that
I
is
said.
that is financially it makes sense financially for PlayStation or
But
Sony.
but the question is, Noah, why is it that the PlayStation community is jumping all through some sort of mental hoops? Do you think it's crack?
Y'all smoking crack. Something is wrong with you people.
You think it's crack? Noah, you think it's crack cocaine? Why
It's
they
it's
can't
called
understand this?
it's the 7 stages of denial, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the 7 stages of grief,
7 stages of
and
yeah.
yeah, it's like they lost a loved one. They're going through the 7 stages, brother. It's some are moving faster than others. Some have reached acceptance, and
Yeah.
some are in the denial stage.
Correct. I would agree with that. And this is what I did, right? I was
Mhm.
able to compile a little video here, right? So you could tell me to stop this video at any time. So I saw the Nibbler and other ponies using ChatGPT. So that is exactly what I did to Noah, right? So I
Yeah,
said, can you summarize Sony PlayStation Q1 PlayStation 2025 financial, highlighting the good, and the bad, and why Sony is putting their games on rival platforms, right? So that was
right.
my prompt in ChatGPT, right?
Yeah.
So let's see what it spit out there for us. So let's see, right? So they say the
Mhm.
good. This is the good here, right? So let's see the good. So the good is overall performance. So we're looking at PlayStation performance for Q1 of 2025. It's saying overall performance, Sony posted a 36.5 year-on-year rise in operating profits, reaching approximately 340 billion yen or 2.3 billion US, surpassing
Mm.
analysts' expectations of 288 billion yen. Right? So good news for
Okay.
Sony. Ponies,
Yeah.
rejoice. You guys are making money. Wow. It goes on to say games and network services, G&NS segment, revenue increased 8%. What was Microsoft revenue last quarter? You remember how much percentage it was? Was it more than 8%? I think it was more than 8%.
Are you talking about the profit margin or wait?
The
I
revenue
remember that.
increase.
I'm not. I'm not
Let's
sure
go.
what the. I know the
All
profit
right. So
margin was not where they
someone in the
wanted it to
chat,
be.
someone in the chat could research that first. So Sony made revenue increase of 8% year over year to about 937 billion yen or 6.4 billion US. Operating income more than doubled, a staggering 127% jump to roughly 148 billion yen or 1 billion US, right?
Mm.
Sales of
Yeah.
game software rose 11%, while network services like PlayStation Plus climbed 8.3%. Who is buying PlayStation Plus? I'm curious. What PlayStation Plus? Anyway, good for you, Sony. So we are seeing that So far, everything looks good. Everything is up, Noah. Everything is going up. They're climbing, right? Strong
Right.
hardware demand. PlayStation 5 shipments hit over 80 million 80 million units, to date, right? Let's go on. Let me see what they say here. With 2.5 million sold in the last quarter, right?
Right.
So, I mean, we've seen engagement numbers. So right now, their monthly active users are 100, right? I mean,
Right.
it's not as much as Microsoft, but we see Sony is doing their thing.
Right.
The thing is,
Small growth.
the thing is, no,
Gradual growth. Nothing wrong with that.
yeah, good for Sony. The thing is, if Sony is seeing all of this growth, all of this profit, why are they going the multiplayer route? The multi-platform route, sorry.
I could tell you why.
Tell me why.
If you want me to spoil it for you.
Well, before, because I know why, right? I know why. I just want to hear what you're going to say, because I'm going to read the bad aspects here afterwards.
Okay.
Of this financial
well, I'll give you the Cliff Note versions. The reason being is because most of the revenue is coming from third party, and some from other platforms.
Yeah. So Noah basically hit the nail on the head. Noah said it. Sony is not getting all of this revenue from their first party bangers, because really and truly, what bangers they had for the entire year thus far? How many bangers PlayStation had? First party bangers. It's dry across there. It's dry. Let's be honest. So hear what the bad is saying. So this is the bad part of their financial update. Segment weakness elsewhere. Sales in the entertainment, technology, and services segment dropped sharply, with a double-digit decline in both revenue and profits. So the other aspects of Sony business is not doing so well. While imaging and sensor solutions performed well, other non-core devices or decisions did not contribute as strongly. Lower full-year earnings forecast. So overall, Sony is losing profit. Despite better profits online, Sony projects a 9% year-over-year drop in net income to around 970 billion yen, partly due to the spin-off of its financial service arm. Live service games struggle. Sony acknowledged that its live service game strategy isn't entirely going smoothly. For example, the game Concord was shut down just 2 weeks after launch, underperforming expectations. So that was one of the reasons as to why it is Sony is overall is not doing well, because of their live service push. Sony thought they could have come into the live service game and dominate, but so far, outside of Helldivers 2, they are not doing so well. Yeah?
Right.
So look at this here. Hey, shout out to Anonymous Boss. Anonymous Boss with that. One gifted membership. Hey, shout out to you, boy, Anonymous Boss. Thank you for that. One-us. All right? Thank you for that one-us, man. Right? Look at this here. So, hear what ChatGPT said about why PlayStation is going the multi-platform route. And tell me if you agree, Noah. Where's Mello? Mello? Oh, he dropped out? Okay. Tell me if it is you agree, Mello. Hear what it says.
Okay.
Why Sony is expanding PlayStation games to other platforms. Sony's expansion of its gaming footprint beyond PlayStation consoles into PC and mobile is a strategic move to tap into broader audiences, diversify revenue, and maximize its IP value. This includes emerging revenue streams. By 2025, Sony expects PC to account for about a third of its games revenue, while mobile games may bring in 20% leveraging broader platform reach, better monetization and engagement. Platforms like PC and mobile offer recruiting income mobiles, microtransaction subscriptions, complementing console revenues, growth beyond console sales, bringing major PlayStation exclusives like God of War to other platforms help acquire new gamers, expand brand awareness, and drive long-term engagement. What are your thoughts on that? Let me say shout out to Anonymous Boss again for that. One gifted member again. Thanks again, Anonymous Boss. What's your thoughts on that? Do you agree with the AI here, Mello?
Yeah, so here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what the market dictates. If you look at look at PlayStation's goals, right? They want to expand their platform, right? Be beyond the hardware, and they've said this multiple times. But now we see a stronger push into this strategy. Well, if we zoom out, right? Look at other platforms, right?
Yeah.
This is how they extend their platform or their reach, is by putting their games on multiple consoles, multiple PCs, mobile. So if you already know how to achieve your goal by looking at your neighbors, it's clear to see what PlayStation is going to do next.
Yeah. Well, to add to that, Noah, let me say that Sony is doing what they need to do. At the end of the day,
they don't have a choice.
Look, K-Rock is saying that Microsoft revenue, when it comes to gaming, was up 18%. So Microsoft was up double digits because of their new strategy. Sony is up 8%, right? So that is a significant difference when it comes to percentage increase. Let me say shout out to Yataza. Yataza, my brother, what up? PlayStation 5 blows. What up? Crispy Rambo. The crispiest Rambo you will get this side of the internet. What up, Crispy Rambo? Hey, Ultra Dark Slayer. Shout out to you on the farm, man. Yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. So, Noah, we are seeing here that Sony is saying that the PlayStation community is not enough. They need more revenue. They need higher margins. They need more growth. At the end of the day, the PlayStation community or platform is not growing, Noah. It is staying stagnant. The PlayStation is selling to the same amount of gamers they always sold to. Where is the growth? That is why Sony decided that they have to put games both on Nintendo, first time in history, and also on Xbox as a publisher. They are not going through a third-party publisher again for it to seem so these ponies would have a cop out and say, it's not really Sony publishing that, it's another publisher.
That's 505 games. Yeah, it's Lego. It's a Sony IP, but it's Lego. It's live service.
Lego went into Sony and twist Sony arms and tell them to put it on the Switch. You remember that? You remember when this guy Trash said that?
Yeah.
What's our excuses? No, we are not seeing the keys. You understand? But Noah, not only that, but I want to show you, you see, a lot of these ponies, they are not acknowledging this, what you would have rightfully said. This is the fireside
I have a number
chat.
of questions I like.
This is the fireside chat that Sony basically copied from Microsoft, right? And tell me you can tell me to stop this at any point in time to make a point. I'll do it as well. What is Sony saying without saying it? Listen.
To get to today, I'm going to start with the platform business. As Sony Interactive Entertainment and the industry as a whole move towards multi-platform gaming, how will you protect the value of the PlayStation console?
So this is a very clear question. This question is talking about multi-platform gaming. Taking what Sony has and putting it onto other platforms, right? Now listen to hear if the president outright refutes any idea of PlayStation IPs or games going to other platforms. Remember, we already know that we are in the future because they would have. This is before Helldivers came onto Xbox, and I think this was right after Lego Horizon would have been on the Switch. So we know what's going on so far because we are in the future. But listen to what he said. Nobody could tell me to stop it at any time. Listen.
The PlayStation experience is not just about the gaming console hardware, nor it's not.
What he said, the PlayStation experience is not about just the gaming console hardware. Isn't that a very strange statement, Noah? What is he really saying here?
He told you exactly what it is. He said, "Yeah, our business. You see that big white console we sold y'all at the beginning of the generation, and then sold y'all another one for with a $200 premium. Yeah, I mean that's not really what we about."
Yeah, you see that big Sheila of a console, that big Sheila, right? That console is not just about the console, right? That is what he said, and I can't understand. Yeah, I can't understand why these guys are not listening to him. Listen to what he's saying. He is saying that the place. Go ahead. Right.
Pastor, they would rather listen to a random guy on Twitter.
Yeah.
A random guy on Twitter that says he knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, but won't listen to one of the top salary paid members of the Sony corporate when they tell them what to expect. This is crazy, bro.
I mean, that statement, Noah, that he just said, that no doubt would have slapped them straight in the face.
Oh, no! One and done. He ain't getting up.
And listen to this guy. Listen to what he's saying, because you guys are not listening. Listen.
Not just about
protect the value of the PlayStation console.
Listen
towards
again.
Multi-platform gaming. How will you protect the value of the PlayStation console?
the PlayStation experience is not just about the gaming console hardware.
It is not just about the gaming console hardware. If that isn't plain and clear, I don't know what is. Seriously, I don't know what is. And let's continue.
Nor it's not just about the content as well. It's an experience in a community that shares this excitement. For over 30 years in the past, we've been committed to being the best place to play and publish. And this has helped us establish a dedicated community of 124 million players, and then innovative network over the 4,000 creators. PlayStation console experience is designed to enable immediate gameplay in an immersive and accessible way. We're doing this in a completely integrated way, designing and manufacturing all aspects from the chips to the backend system. And we continue to look for new and innovative ways to broaden our reach.
Stop right there. What he just said there, Noah? You heard him?
He just said, it's not about the consoles. It's not even about our content. He said, we need some money. We need money.
That is what he said. At the end of the day, these ponies don't understand, Noah, that Sony is not here to play games, and they are not here to make friends.
I'm not looking for friends in this thing, people. I'm not looking for friends. I'm looking for money.
That's what it's about, Noah. Sony is telling these ponies they are looking for money. But what he just said there, he said, listen to him again. I'm going to pull it back a little bit. Listen to what he said.
And we continue to look for new and innovative ways to broaden our reach.
He said they continue to look for innovative ways to broaden their reach.
Innovative. That's another word right there, Pastor. Innovative. Keyword, innovative. Innovate means to do what?
Yeah, to innovate?
Yes.
Yeah.
What does it mean to innovate?
Means to innovate is to do something that you was not previously doing. You're doing something differently.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And back to what I'm saying. So what is it? What can they do differently that they're not doing now?
Bringing games to their rival platforms. That's the only thing they're not doing. They're already bringing games to PC. They're already using VR. They're using gear peripherals. They're using the potato of a console, the portal. They're using the PlayStation 5. What else avenues does Sony have if not to bring their content onto other platforms? I'm trying to understand what are these ponies even talking about.
They don't know what they're talking about, man. They out of material, bro.
Yeah.
They don't move the goalpost so much. There's no more field to play, bro.
Yeah, correct. So he just said it clearly. Sony is looking for innovative ways to broaden their games.
And then bring our content and a service to the players.
No, this is different. No, you heard what he said there, Noah? Listen again.
Yeah.
Listen. I want to listen to this part.
Broaden our reach, and then bring our content and a service to the players.
Now, tell me something, Noah. If I work at McDonald's, right? And over the years, I used to wait for you to come to my store to buy a Big Mac, right? And I said, you know what? I'm going to do something a little different now. Back in the day, Noah could have only bring or come to the store once a month. Now I'm going to offer a delivery service where I could bring my food over to Noah's house. And now Noah could increase. All it takes now is a phone call. And guess what? Noah could tell his friends about it, this great service, and I could get more audience. So no longer is Sony waiting for persons to come to their consoles to partake of their games. Sony is saying, here what? Wherever you are, I am going to bring my games to you.
You know who said that though? Originally?
Come on. Say it.
Mr. Phil Maximus Spencer.
Phil, how did this go? Phil Maximus Aurelius. This is what is going on. This is what is going on, guys. We are seeing that you are hearing it in real time, not in my time, but in your time. Sony is saying that they are going to bring their content to you wherever you are. They're coming to get you. Crazy. Can't believe these ponies don't understand that.
Value of the PlayStation console is that still the best place to play, and it's growing as reach an even broader audience.
It's growing its reach in even broader ways. That is very similar. I mean, eerily similar to what Phil Spencer said. Eerily, yeah. But let's hear Uncle Pee Wee Herman here. Let's see what he's going to say.
And you're quite right that we're continuously exploring new ways for players to interact with their franchises. It's important to realize that we're really thoughtful about bringing our franchises off console to reach new audiences.
So what he said there?
New audiences.
Let me rewind it. Yeah, let me rewind it. Let's listen to what he's saying here. Let's have a
place to play, and it's growing as reach an even broader audience.
And you're quite right that we're continuously exploring new ways for players to interact with their franchises.
They're continuously, exploring new ways.
Explore.
What are these ways?
That's another key word.
Yeah.
That's another key word. Explore.
Yeah.
What does it mean to explore?
Come on. To explore doesn't mean to stay where you are.
Right.
Come on, Noah.
I'm just saying, man, we gotta break it down to them, man.
You have to break it down to every molecule for these ponies, because I mean, these guys are on crack. Listen to what he's saying, right?
Mm-hmm. It's important to realize that we're really thoughtful about bringing our franchises.
No, he did not say that we are opposed. Listen, he didn't say that he was opposed to bringing PlayStation games to other platforms. He said that they are really thoughtful. So it's not off the tables. Guys, it's not off the tables. Let me say shout out to Yataza, shout out to Silver Fox, shout out to Dolomite, shout out to Michael Shields Live. Who did I miss? Talos, what up, man? Ultra Dark Slayer. Who did I miss? K-Rock, right. So shout out to everyone. Don't forget to do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you have not. Yeah, support your guy. So at the end of the day, this is what Matt Booty is saying here. Not Matt Booty, rather. Pee Wee Herman. He is saying, guess what? They are going to explore new ways with their franchises. In addition to that, he also said that, guess what? They are not opposed to putting their games onto their... All he said is that they are very careful. Listen again.
Off console to reach new audiences.
Hey, Mr. Kima, what up, man? What up, Mr. Kima?
And that we're taking a very measured, a very deliberate approach in doing that. Particularly on the single player side, our tentpole titles, there's such a differentiated, the point of differentiation, I should say, for the PlayStation console. The real showcases of the performance, of the quality of the hardware. So we want to ensure that players get the best experience from these titles. And we're very thoughtful about how...
Why is he saying thoughtful so many times, Noah? That they are very thoughtful.
Thoughtful. They just easing the pain. That's all.
and
easing the pain.
Now,
yeah.
We bring these titles to other platforms.
What? Say it over again.
Other platforms.
I think I hear that wrong. Ponies, listen up.
Want to ensure that players get the best experience from these titles, and we're very thoughtful about how and if and how we bring these titles to other platforms.
If and how. Now, Pee Wee Herman sat there knowing fully well that Sony is the one who went to Microsoft to put Helldivers 2 onto Xbox. He's saying if and how, and he knew that game was going to Xbox. But notice that this was not talking about multiplayer games. He was speaking about their tentpole games. That's what he said. Tentpole games, if and how. I guarantee you, there will be a PlayStation first-party tentpole game going to either Xbox. I believe it's more Xbox, maybe Nintendo, but I'm more lean to Xbox. Wait and see, guys. Wait and see. So that is what we are seeing clear. Now, Noah, there's a classic crash out here. This guy here is convinced that Sony is not going to bring their games elsewhere. They are not going to abandon the console. Listen to MBG. You familiar with this guy here?
But yeah, man, I put out this post on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw this. I put out this post on Twitter the other day where I was basically saying that, like, anybody who thinks that Sony's not going to continue to anybody who thinks that Sony's going to abandon the PlayStation 6 and not prioritize it, I just don't understand how anybody could believe that. And I'm being met with responses from people being like, Sony literally told us. Like, dude, Sony told you they're moving away from a hardware-centric strategy slowly.
Guys, remember that. Sony is not rushing to move away from the hardware business. They're doing it slow. Think about Barry White. Think about doing this thing slow. This is what MBG is saying. Sony is not rushing to bring games over to any other platform other than PlayStation fast. They are doing it slow. So this is the coping mechanism these guys are having here, Noah. I don't know what to say. These guys are really, really coping.
That does not, like, I'm just trying to understand the leap that people are making. That's because
So I can't understand how it is they are ignoring Helldivers. They are ignoring what the job posting said. They are ignoring what did you get? You saw the statement by the vice president, Noah. What were your thoughts about that statement? What do you understand by that statement? Before you answer, let me just say shout out to Yataza. Yataza, Phil, Maximus, what? Anonymous, Aurelius, Spencer. What eye of his name? Listen to me, Yataza. You see all this Aurelius and Spinius and all these things? You'll tap my tongue, man. Shout out to you, boy, Yataza. But yeah, boy, Noah, what did you get from that vice president saying that they are moving away from the being hardware centric? Well, what are your understanding on that?
What he's saying is we don't care what hardware is playing on.
Yeah.
As long as we get money from it. I don't know.
No.
I can't make it more simple than that.
No, the ponies was saying that he was referring to not PlayStation, but really all Sony hardware. When you read that, is that what you got from it? Is Sony as a whole hardware, or was he specifically talking about console gaming in that segment that he was talking about?
I circle back to some of the keywords we called out. I mean, you can play every PlayStation game on the PS Portal.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already losing. They already have minimal support on the PSVR 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, like the whole. I don't get why you have to hold a press conference to tell somebody you plan on doing things you already been doing.
That makes sense. That what you said there makes sense, no? Why do I need to hold a press conference to tell my fans or stockholders I'm going to do exactly what I've been doing all the time?
Right.
Understand?
Doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't make sense. So I mean, know you're cooking. Let's listen to him again.
I'm not trying to be an asshole, and I know I kind of am coming off that way a little bit, but it's like, what are you hearing when you read
angry.
That? Like, and believe me when I tell you, people are letting me know, and that's what's causing.
So when we read what the vice president said, when we read the job listing, he is saying that we have no right to say that things are changing for Sony. Sony is staying exactly how they will.
Causing this reaction for me, where it's like, you got that? You got all that just from that single quote that was also taken out of context. But just that single quote.
Out of context.
Okay. No, come on. The guy said you are taking it out of context, man. He's saying here what?
Out of context. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the statement that we read means that Sony's not changing. That is what we read. We are just taking it out of context.
I mean, I'm just using the English language to.
These guys are speaking Japanese, man. Japanese. But listen.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you better believe, dude. You better believe that people are looking at this and they're like, Sony said it themselves. I'm like, what did they say? Sony said they went full multi-platform. I'm like, they didn't say that. Sony said they don't care about the console anymore. They didn't say that either.
What?
Well, what did they say? Well, read the words. What do the words mean?
What does the word mean?
The meaning of the word centric means center. At the
center. So he's teaching us what centric means. Centric means center. You see how he put his hands like Donald Trump there, put the center? Center.
Yeah.
Yeah. These guys are coping. They are coping hard.
So the console's no longer at the center of everything they do with gaming.
So if the console is no longer at the center, then what is, Noah? What is? You know what it is, Noah?
It's not at the center. It's a little offset. That's what you're not understanding.
It's a little offset, man. What is at the center of it is money. I mean, Pony's hearing all of this, Noah. They ain't feeling too good, man. I mean, these ponies are crying out here, man. These guys ain't feeling too good.
Yeah. It hasn't been for quite some time. People were telling me that 5 years ago when Sony announced Days Gone and Horizon Zero Dawn going to PC, that, well, I guess the console isn't the main priority anymore. Oh, Helldivers.
Hey, shout out to Big B Money. Big B Money, shout out to you, man. You and the fam, man. Hope you guys are doing okay.
2 sold better on PC. Console's not the main priority anymore. Like, dude, I'm just trying to understand why this is being treated like Sony just told you we're done supporting the console. This is and it's crazy because it's like, apparently I'm the one gaslighting people. I'm the one gaslighting people by saying, dude, Sony has sold 80 to 120 million units.
Here's the question I wanted to ask now, right? Why although Sony consoles are selling so much that they are making this shift? I thought consoles were at the heart of everything. I thought console sales were the most important thing. According to what the PlayStation community told me, is that if it is you're selling consoles, that is the most important thing when it comes to evaluating a company to know whether they are doing good or not. Why, although selling all of these consoles, Noah, Sony is doing this? Why is Sony doing this, Noah? Well, Noah left. I will tell you why. Sony is doing that because of money. That is what is at the center of everything now. Money. It's all about making money. Selling consoles and not getting user engagement is not what Sony wants. Sony wants more money, more engagement. That is what Sony wants.
Up to 80 to 160 million generation. You think they just laugh at that and say that means nothing? We don't care about that anymore. That's what you think?
No, we don't think that is what Sony is saying. What we are saying is that Sony is saying that their model, which is only focusing on consoles, it is not sustainable. Year over year, the consoles is going down. AMD said that. AMD said that consoles overall, persons are buying less consoles. There are more kids today playing on their phones, playing on their tablets, getting these things. And if it is, you can meet a gamer on a phone or a tablet, that would be a plus for you as a platform.
Okay. Go ahead and think that. But that's not where the problem lies. I don't give a shit if people want to think that. Think what you want. There's idiots everywhere. My problem is with the people that want to, well, I think Microsoft's next console is going to be, yeah. Xbox ROG Ally X. Yeah. This shit's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's like, Xbox, they raise the price of their consoles and their sales are literally non-existent anymore, right?
Xbox sales is not existent anymore, but PlayStation is still putting their games onto Xbox. Why is that? Why is that, MBG? You guys are not understanding this thing. Microsoft has the worst console sales according to these ponies. It's the worst console sales. But guess what? Somebody should have told Sony that. Can't Sony hire someone to let them know that, guess what? Their console sales is in the pooper? Microsoft console sales in the pooper? I mean, make it make sense. I mean, couldn't Sony hire Tim Dog?
Let's go!
Come on, Tim. Come on. Tim, could you come? Come on, Tim. Could you come for us? Come, Tim. Come on, Tim. Come on. Could you come Microsoft sales for us, Tim?
Come on.
Could you come these sales?
I see you, Jack.
Come on, Timmy.
We go here, popping back, y'all. Make some noise.
Come on. They could have hired Tim Dog to count the sales, to report to Sony, to tell Sony, don't bother bringing games over to Microsoft. You follow? They could have done that, but they didn't. Right? Tim Dog is here popping and locking in the streets. He's looking for a job. Sony hired this man to count Microsoft consoles so that they could know, don't bring their games over to Microsoft.
But they get their. You saying Xbox is dead? Huh? Tell me Xbox is dead? Is that what you said?
What? Are you catching a stroke? Is he crashing out now? Is this him crashing out?
Like, No, I'm telling you, their sales are non-existent. Nobody's buying this console anymore. Somehow, I kid you not, it comes back to me. It's like, well, you're just a console fanboy that doesn't understand the future of gaming.
Hey, let me say shout out to Brando of Doom. Brando of Doom. I mean, Doomsday have nothing on Brando of Doom. Let me say Phoenix Freestyle saying that 32,000 on 2K25. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah.
MBG, you hear me? You just don't understand the future of gaming. Like, okay, yeah. Sony don't give the PS6. They don't give a shit about the PS5. Console sales mean nothing to Sony anymore. They mean nothing. I'm telling you, dude, like, you have one company. This is what I'm trying to highlight. I know it's obvious to most of you.
Yeah.
But you have one company literally giving up.
Yeah. This guy is so funny. Microsoft has given up. So then why is Sony putting their games on Microsoft? Why isn't other companies following other companies by not putting their games on Xbox? But we are seeing that Xbox is not missing any major titles coming. If Microsoft has given up, why haven't these guys stopped putting their games on Xbox? Isn't that clear and simple? What up? Enjoy the boot on Sony's neck. What up, man? Welcome. Adrian, what up, man? Trebone, what up?
I mean, literally telling you, we just don't care enough to even try. We don't give a shit if this console sells 1 million. We don't give a shit if it sells 10 million. We just don't care. We're just going to make a good console. And if you want it, you can buy it.
That's a lie. Microsoft knows that the majority of Game Pass subscribers are on their consoles. So if it is they lose their consoles, the revenue from Game Pass, a very big chunk, more than 2/3 of that money would be null and void. So Microsoft having a console, they have an incentive to do that. They have an incentive to keep their consoles going because the majority of their money comes from their console. Yeah? So, I mean, I don't know what MBG is saying here. Anyone knows this. Shout out to Last of the X. Last of the X-Men, man. What up?
Okay. That's one company in the console space. The other company is literally terrified to raise the price of their console in the US, their most important market, shitting their pants.
I mean, they are terrified to raise their console because they raised everything else. Sony raised the price of PlayStation Plus, their peripherals, all over the world. The reason why they don't want to raise it in America is because Xbox is in America and they don't want any bad PR around Xbox. That is why they didn't raise it in America. It's not because they are frightened. They're not frightened.
That they might have to raise the price. And they don't want, and they're doing everything in their power not to, so that because they know it will hurt their sales. But I'm gonna have these morons tell me that Sony's the one saying, yeah, we don't care anymore, bro. Hardware, you're moving away from a hardware-centric business. Look at that.
No, a lot of these guys don't understand, guys, that when Sony said they are moving away from hardware-centric, meaning that their focus is not just bringing everyone to their console. That's not their main focus again. In the past, we heard when Totoki said that their focus was to bring persons to their console by their first-party exclusives. If you want to play these exclusives, come to a PlayStation platform. That is an old model. They are no longer using that model. That is very clear. Now they want to take their software and go to where the people are. Go to whatever platform, whatever system that the people are. If you want to play one of our AAA IPs, then no problem. Stay where you are. We'll bring it to you. So the old model of letting persons come to PlayStation for their first-party IPs, that is done. You know why? Because Sony is selling much more with multiplats.
They just said they don't care. That's not what they said. That's not what they said. That's what you want them to say. That's what you hope they said. That's what you're praying they're saying.
Yeah, Brando.
Totally
Enjoy your night,
opposite
man.
of what
Be safe. Be
people
safe.
are trying to manifest.
Take it easy. Thanks for stopping.
And that's what makes me go
CC, what up, man?
loony. Because it's like, why? Like, where does this come from? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, why do you want Sony to come out and tell you? And I know, I do know why. I pretend I don't know. I know why. Vindication, validation. It's so
vindication, validation, all sorts of shuns for MBG. But guys, this is MBG crashing out here. They don't want to admit the writing on the wall. They don't want to admit that here what? Things are changing. Things are changing for Sony. Things are changing in the gaming industry. These games are costing too much to be kept on one platform. The PlayStation community, although claiming to buy games, they are not buying enough games to keep their games only on PlayStation. That's a fact. They are not buying enough games to keep their games exclusive on PlayStation. That is why Sony is changing their strategy. That is why the vice president came out and said, here what? They are moving away from being hardware-centric. So these ponies could co-op how much they want. They can come up with all sorts of narrative. But listen to me. When the news dropped that these games are coming to Xbox, I would love to see how they twist it. And even if it never comes to Xbox, it's still going to come to Xbox. Because with that new console, once they bring a game to PC, we are getting it. So it don't matter if Sony puts it for themselves, an Xbox gamer with the next console would be able to play any PlayStation 5 games. So then let me see the narrative change. Then let me see what these ponies would do. Yeah? So guys, I'm seeing that I've like 22 minutes over time. Let me say shout out to everyone who came into the chat. Shout out to the two guys there from the State of Gaming podcast. You guys could type up State of Gaming on YouTube and you guys will find them. That is Noah and Mello. Shout out to them. I know they maybe had to leave, but shout out to these guys, right, for stopping by. So guys, what do you thought about everything that was said today? We saw where Contraband was cancelled. Although it's sad, a lot of us didn't know what Contraband was about. So it's not really holding us there. We also saw where Microsoft is making more than 40 games. Yeah, Microsoft is making more than 40 games. 40 games are currently in development for Microsoft. We also saw where Battlefield 6, the beta, the PlayStation community is now basically claiming Battlefield as theirs. It's beating Call of Duty, they said. Well, no problem, ponies. If you want Battlefield, take it. No problem. We're eating good across here, and we will also be playing Battlefield for those who want to play Battlefield. And of course, the PlayStation community is ignoring exactly what Sony is saying right to their face, that they are going to explore new ways, that they are going to go to the gamers. All of these things they are forgetting. They are ignoring. Yeah? And there's a reason for that. They can't go against the beast. But let me hear what you guys thought about everything. Guys, to end us off, let's take it in this way. Let's go! Come on, guys, we are eating. We are eating. We are eating. Come on! Come on! Let's get it! Let's do it! Come on! Come on, puppy! course, we can't go anywhere without Tim Dog sending us out home, man.
Let's go! Clap! Clap!
I mean, you want to come back to the exit now? You got to stay right there. You have to dance until next year.
Come on! Come on!
Come on.
I see you, Pat.
Where is Factions?
Come on, man. Factions is dead. Come
You
on,
told
move
us
on
to
from
wait.
Factions.
We waited, and you're still
Move
not
on.
here. Neil Druckmann,
Neil
where
Druckmann?
are you?
Neil Druckmann give up, man. Guys, it was a wonderful
All right,
show.
let me ask you a question.
You guys take it easy, man. Take it easy. Take it easy. You all be safe, man. Be safe. Don't forget to put God first and mankind after. Thank you again for showing up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.